Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines apologizes to passengers affected by a maintenance activity on Sunday. The CAAP said it was for the replacement of a cooling fan for the uninterruptible power supply or UPS of the air traffic management system. The agency reported that a total of 9 flights were affected at the NAIAS taxiway for departure, while 38 flights waited for clearance delivery during the short outage. A failure in the UPS was initially determined to have caused the airspace shutdown on New Year's Day, which affected thousands of passengers. President Bongbong Marcos says leaders at the World Economic Forum tagged the Philippines as part of the so-called VIP Club, which is a list of Southeast Asian countries with best-performing economies. The president also touts investment commitments from his 6-day trip to Davos. Here's the report.
President Bongbong Marcos is back in the country after participating at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. During his arrival speech, the president said he consulted with other economic leaders on the controversial Maharlika Wealth Fund.
I took the opportunity as well to consult with our friends and partners in Davos on the Sovereign Wealth Fund as a means for us to diversify our income sources to generate various welfare effects to the Filipino people, while recognizing that this is a collaborative work with experts and our lawmakers so that its final form is what we intend to be.
Marcos Jr. also met with other world leaders, like former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, and various envoys from the World Trade Organization and World Bank. He also touted his business meetings with potential investors, like DP World, Glencore, and Morgan Stanley.
The business meetings held promise of new investments in many of our economic sectors, including mining, processing, digital solutions, logistics, telecommunications, renewable fuel, amongst others, and will enable our companies to participate deeper in global value chains.
Meanwhile, some members of the economic team remained in Switzerland to attend follow-up meetings with various economic and political leaders.
You will notice, of course, that Secretary Ben Jokno and Secretary Arce Balisacan are not with us, as they had remained to for follow-up meetings that were not scheduled but had become scheduled after we had met with the different economic leaders and political leaders in Davos.
Before leaving, Marcos Jr. also visited the Filipino community in Switzerland, who welcomed him with a serenade. For News 5, Paul Samarita, we are One News.
Meanwhile, President Bongbong Marcos says he is not yet inclined to appoint a permanent agriculture chief. Marcos Jr. noted that he is still looking for the right person to lead the department. He also stressed that he wants to appoint someone who is knowledgeable about agriculture. Several groups have been calling for a regular secretary at the agency amid issues in the sector.
Hindi kailangan eksperto sa agrikultura. Agriculture is a very complicated subject. Hindi lang kung sino-sino basta magaling mag-manager. Pag nagawa na namin yung mga yung bucket list namin, natapos na namin, alis na ako. Then I will give it to somebody else.
We will be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. A cargo ship ran aground off Barcelona, Sorsogon due to rough weather conditions. The Philippine Coast Guard says it's now responding to the maritime incident, which took place on Friday and involves domestic cargo vessel landing craft tank Regent 101. On Sunday, the PCG and other concerned agencies conducted inspections for possible oil spills and marine damage. Based on the initial investigation, LCT Regent 101 departed from Lazi Siquijor at around 3 a.m. on January 19 en route to Lidong Albay. While navigating the vicinity waters of Barcelona, the vessel encountered strong winds and big waves, causing it to be drifted into the shallow waters. The action on the hard court continues as the PBA kicks off the 2023 Governors Cup over the weekend. The Meralco Bulls charged to take the first game of the series, spoiling the return of Brainerd Shine's James Yap with a 105-87 upset. The Converge Fiber Xers also started the series strong, torching the Northport Batang Pier 122-92 to top off the heated series opening. The PBA also announced that the All-Star Series is making a comeback in 2023. Under the new drafting format, fans will get to decide which 24 players will join the series. The PBA Governors Cup will continue on Wednesday, January 23 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The Blackwater Bossing will face off against the NLEX Road Warriors, followed by a match between TNT Tropang Giga and the Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters. You can catch all that on TV5 and One Sports. After 2 years in the pandemic, the streets of Manila lit up once again in celebration of the Chinese New Year. With the occasion, both Filipino and Chinese leaders take the opportunity to deepen relations. Josh Camo with a report.
Excited residents flocked to the Jones Bridge in Manila to watch the fireworks display to welcome the Year of the Water Rabbit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Happy New Year!
When the clock struck 12, fireworks lit up the night sky. The fireworks display ran for about 10 minutes. Angel said she and her family went to the bridge as early as 12 noon to ensure they have the best view as they celebrate the Lunar New Year in public for the first time after 2 years.
Masaya po kasi 2 years kang nasa loob lang ng bahay tapos ngayon nagdidiwang lahat, nagsasama-sama lahat.
Meanwhile, these barangay officials took a moment to enjoy the celebration. Their mantra for this year,
Sipag at tiyaga pa rin ang swerte!
some foreigners also took part in ringing in the new year.
It was amazing. I really like it. For me, it was kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting that, but it was nice.
It's absolutely more fun in the Philippines to spend the time here and have Happy New Year.
Nearly 10,000 people spent their Chinese New Year sa Lubong at the Jones Bridge. Meanwhile, colorful Chinese lanterns lit up the streets of Ongpin. Anime, a Lucky Charm vendor, hoped to earn more due to the return of the celebrations.
Mas marami po ngayon. Kasi ilang taon na rin pong walang ganap na Chinese New Year, ilang taon na rin po. Kaya mas marami pong tao talaga ngayon. Ito naman po ang piyaw, yan po ang trending ngayon. Money magnet po siya.
After halting for 2 years due to the pandemic, the Manila LGU has restarted Chinese New Year celebrations. During her speech, Manila Mayor Hani Lacunapangan commended the contribution of the Filipino-Chinese community in strengthening the city.
In this momentous event, we reflect the diversity and strength of the Filipino-Chinese community and its contribution to the very fabric of this magnificent city.
Chinese Ambassador to the Philippines Wang Shilian also recalled the partnership of China and Philippines, particularly the city of Manila, at the height of the pandemic.
Our friendship has deepened when our actions defined our true partnership. Those were 3 years when China-Philippines relations have built on the past and laid solid foundations for the future.
He is hoping that the partnership with China would become more stronger this year of the Water Rabbit. For News 5, Josh Camo, We Are One News.
And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register an account now at signalplay.com.ph so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.